Okay, so here we got level 3s. So we got 2 examples and then 1 alternate example here. So in example 4, it says a jar contains 8 red marbles, 2 blue marbles, 5 yellow marbles. What's the probability of reaching into the jar, getting a red marble, putting the marble back in your pocket, so not back into the jar, and then reaching in again and getting a blue marble? Write your answer as a simplified fraction. Okay, so a couple things that I notice here. I noticed the word and. Okay, that means I'm going to multiply these 2 probabilities. So I want to find the probability that I get a red marble, and then I want to find the probability of me getting the blue marble. Okay, so find the red marble. So if I have 8 red and a total of 15 marbles in the jar, so that's 8 out of 15. So I have 8 chances out of 15 total to pull a red marble. Now, if I pull the 1 red marble out, that means that my total is now down to 14 marbles in the jar. Out of those 14, 2 of them are blue. So the first probability is 8 out of 15 because there are 8 red marbles out of 15 total. And then the second probability is not putting that marble back in the jar. I'm sorry, putting the marble in your pocket, not in the jar, so that's why the 15 went down to 14. And then the 2 came from 2 blue marbles. So to find the probability of these 2 things happening at the same time, you're going to multiply these 2 fractions together and reduce them. And that's going to equal 8 out of 105. Okay, so there's 8 chances out of 105 for this to occur here. Now, what would this look like if we don't keep the marble, but we put it back in the jar, so it doesn't change the total amount of marbles in the jar the second time? So it's still 8 out of 10 for the red marble. And now for the blue marble, I put the marble back that I pulled the first time, so there's still 15 in there. And there's still two of the blue ones. So instead of 2 over 14, it's 2 out of 15 because I put that first marble back. So I multiply them and I reduce that fraction 16 over 225. Okay. All right, last one. There are 12 girls and 18 boys in your math class. Everyone writes his or her name on an index card. What is the probability that the student Miss Hang will call on as a boy and then a girl, assuming that she does not put the first index card back into the pile? Okay, so first a boy. So what's the probability that I just pull a boy out of this these index cards? So there's 18 boys in the class, and out of 18 and 12, that makes 30. So there are 30 kids in this class. So if I just wanted to figure out what is the probability of me pulling a boy, it's 18 out of 30. But what's the probability that I pull a girl after that? Well, again, it says that she does not put the first index card back into the pile. So that means the total amount of index cards that she has now is 29. So if I'm looking for a girl out of those 29 cards, there are 12 girl cards out of those 29. So because it says the word and, I want to multiply these probabilities to figure out what's the likelihood of these 2 things happening at the same time. So multiply those together, get a simplified fraction, 36 out of 145. Okay, remember to get a fraction, just multiply these 2 fractions, hit enter, you're going to get a crazy decimal, but hit math, enter, enter to get your simplified fraction.